But you get to Nashville and you have to kind of, you just start at the bottom again.
Yeah.
You start at the bottom and work your way up, and it takes what it takes.
Yeah. So what's it like when you see a group like guys, you know, on the same route? I mean, is it nostalgia? Do you think, thank God those days are behind me?
Same as it ever was, you know. It's great.
Yeah.
It's all part of the journey, you know. Every bit of it's important. I mean, we had a blast playing the clubs. Smaller clubs than this too, and for, you know, years and years and years. But there's an excitement level because every you build a little audience, and then they get just slightly bigger, and then you can feel a bit of a buzz, even if it's only with the audience and not with the industry. You know, it's okay. You sort of feel at least you're improving a little bit.
So what was it like that first time a music executive seeing you in a place like this came up after the show and said, let's talk?
Well, we had that happen here. A couple of guys came up from a record company, and it was a lot of backslapping and talking and a lot of thumbs up and call me tomorrow, and we did, and there was nothing. You know, that was sort of part of the course as well. It's just the way it is. You know, people are interested in when they're here and maybe have a bit of a buzz on, and then the next day it's all forgotten. And you're back to the grindstone again. So, but this club was where this guy called Cliff Aldridge, who was with Sony Records at the time, used to come and see us play all the time. And I came off stage one night and I said to him, I said, man, you're here every time we play. He's like, oh, I love you guys. And I said, well, why don't you sign me? He goes, I'm the only guy that loves you guys. I can't get enough people to rally, you know, to get behind this. And he says, I wish there's more I could do. And I said, man, what am I doing wrong? I feel like I keep hitting a brick wall. I don't know what to do. He said to me, he said, you're really unique, and it'll be your biggest curse until it becomes your greatest blessing. So just hang in there. And for whatever reason, that night when he said that to me in that moment, it went so deep into my core that it was, I would say that one piece of advice carried me through so many more hurdles for a good many years after that one night. Because I went, okay, we just got to stay the course. We're different, we stay the course. Because the thing you're struggling with is not changing so much that you lose your identity, but adapting so that you can make sense in the system. I mean, otherwise you just stay stuck. So I always think it's not about, for me it wasn't about compromise, but it was about adapting, about finding what do I do that fits right now and focusing on that.
And when you're in a small place like this, can you really feel whether that creation is getting across to others?
Clubs are great as far as like that real tight synergy with an audience. And as a guitar player too. I mean, every guitar player I know loves playing clubs because you can feel the band. Not just hear them, you can feel them. I mean, you're right there and you can feel your guitar, everything sounds right, and you get into a larger environment, and it's a blessing to be able to play to a lot of people. But as a musician, there is a slight bit of trade-off because it's slightly more spectacle than being able to be tight, you know, hunkered in as a band. I know the first time we did a couple of arena shows, we were a three-piece band, we were still set up super tight, you know, like Creedence Clearwater or something. We'd be like, drums would be here, we'd be here, and they'd come to us and say, that's a massive stage, you guys can spread out. I'm like, no, I don't want to spread out, I want to be right by the drums, you know. So, this place has been really good to us.